Hi, this is Trailers from Hell. I'm Karyn Kusama, and I'm introducing the American classic from 1961, The Hustler, written and directed by Robert Rossen. I first saw The Hustler in my early 20s, and I have to say that it was probably one of the formative movie experiences for me in my life, and it remains to this day an incredibly bracing and relevant movie to me. In some respects, it's a classic all-star Hollywood sort of monster of a movie in that it has an incredible cast, probably one of Paul Newman's most electrifying performances in my opinion, as Fast Eddie Felson, but also Jackie Gleason as Minnesota Fats, Piper Laurie as Sarah Packard, George C. Scott as Bert Gordon. I mean, there are performances and moments of the performances in this movie that I find sort of shockingly bracing and real still. And this scene particularly, when they're sitting and talking for the first time and Fast Eddie suggests that they just get a bottle of scotch and go up to his apartment, and she replies with, "What are we going to do, just go into an alley?" There was something so frank about her take on the sexual come-on that for 1961 probably was pretty shocking at the time. And I think that there was a darkness to the worldview of this movie that you're either a user or you're used that still feels very worth exploring as a theme in movies. And the fact that the movie takes its time and ultimately is about a showdown of both will and endurance between Fast Eddie, the young upstart pool player and hustler, and Minnesota Fats, the sort of classically trained, experienced pool player. It also feels like it's working on a lot of levels about experience versus youth and the values of doing something over and over again. And it's interesting because Robert Rossen actually didn't direct a huge number of movies, but I feel like this movie is so titanic in its message and power and social commentary. And there's a lot to watching performers at the height of their powers and at the height of their skills to be both loose and precise.
You tell your boys they better kill me, Bert. They better go all the way with me. Because if they just bust me up, put all those pieces back together again, and then so help me. So help me God, Bert. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna kill you.
I never tire of watching this movie. I feel like I'm one of those people who can talk back to the screen as the lines are being said, and I feel so invigorated by what this movie does on a dialogue level, on a story level, and it's beautifully shot, beautifully edited by the late Dee Dee Allen. It felt to me like a real humanist approach to this story. I just have to think of it as a desert island DVD in my personal repertoire of movies.